Hi, welcome. It's Cherie Dallas with Miss Dallas Knows, and guess what? Today I am giving you guys a personal instruction of how to do a B12 injection, okay? Everybody knows that I am the B12 chicks on the streets, okay? I got my proper attire on so that I can show you how to properly give yourself a B12 injection. So if you're interested, make sure you follow me at Miss Dallas Knows, okay? My email is missdallasknows@gmail.com. You know, it's really hard for me to just put in a box all the things that I'm talented at that I can help you guys with. But of course, you guys know I am the health and wellness expert. All right, so here we go. I'm going to show you how to actually draw down the B12. Today I'm doing a B12, I'm doing a super plus. That just means that it's B12 along with the vitamin, which is the 90 essential vitamins necessary for the body to function in its perfect capacity, all right? So I'm gonna adjust the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing, all right? Stay with me, and thank you so much for joining. All right, so first thing you wanna do, we're gonna do the injection in the inner thigh right here on the front, okay? All right, so today I have the Super B12, you see that? And then I also have the minerals, all right? So what we're gonna do is we have our needle. I have the one to where once you draw down, it has a safety on it, all right? So, but before we do that, what we do first is we take an alcohol pad, split it open. Of course, if you were giving somebody else an injection, you would actually wear gloves, but we're gonna clean the top with alcohol of both of our valves. All right, I'm gonna hold this here. This is just a gauze that just in case you have a little drop of blood. Most of the time you don't have any blood, but just in case, all right? So we're gonna have this right here. I need some hearts. I need some hearts. I got 6 followers. Can I get some love? Can I get some hearts, please? All right. Also, for those who need a Band-Aid, I have one here, all right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our needle. We're gonna draw down 1 ml on our B12, all right? All right, see that? And then we're gonna take and do 1 ml on our vitamin. And again, the vitamin is the 90 essential vitamins necessary for the body to function in its maximum capacity, okay? All I'm doing right now is I'm tapping so that I can push back up to make sure I get the air out. But most of the time, if you guys purchase a B12, this part will already be done. All right? So I'm gonna take the alcohol pad. I'm gonna clean the front of my thigh. I have right here, I'm gonna shake this up because I just want the B12 to mix with the vitamin, okay? It helps with the sting. I'm gonna take the gauze, dry my area. That's just rushing to dry the area, okay? Make sure it's nice and dry. We're gonna enter at a 90-degree angle, okay? You can grasp your thigh from the side to side or front to back, or you can taunt, which means you pull the skin apart. I prefer to grab this way, okay? So here's my injection, okay? Watch, I'm going straight in at a 90-degree angle, all right? I'm gonna push it in. They like to tell you slow. It just depends. I like to get it on in. As soon as it's over, I pull out. This is a safety needle. Hey, you're all protected. If you don't have a safety on your needle, make sure you dispose of your needle in an empty water bottle so that no one gets any injuries, you know, who's taking your trash out. You just take your gauze and you just want to shake it in. All that does is just works it into it. Of course, with anything, just like medication, if you take a pill by mouth as opposed to taking something through an IV, the IV is going to go through your bloodstream much quicker. So it's much better to go through the bloodstream, okay? What B12 does is it increases your metabolism. If you have any iron deficiencies, such as myself, I'm usually anemic, it helps to increase that iron deficiency, okay? So what does that mean? It means that people who are you feel sluggish, you know, sometimes we operate off of burning sugar and carbs. So I do have a no sugar, no carbs diet. I'll make sure you look that up in my book. If you Google me on Cherie Dallas, on Amazon, you'll see a couple of my books. Both list the foods that you can eat that has no sugar and no carbs, okay? That's Cherie, C-H-E-R-I, Dallas as in Texas, and you can make sure that you participate in those foods with no sugar, no carbs. All that means is once you excrete the sugar and carbs from your diet, you're burning fat, straight fat for energy. That helps because it instantly slims you down, okay? Wonderful way to lose weight, to burn fat. Easy, breezy, you know, no problems or whatever. So this is simply just a boost. Everybody needs a vitamin. And of course, if you use anything that goes through your bloodstream as opposed to down through your lymphatic system, it'll pass through and it'll burn much faster, okay? So make sure you follow me at Miss Dallas Knows, okay? You can find me on all the social medias. Make sure you go to Amazon, look up my book, and look forward to a book that I have coming out on the real estate side because, hey, I'm the real estate chick, all right? So thank you so much for watching. See you soon.